Now, well, welcome everybody, and good afternoon. We are going to be spending a little bit of time. My name is Craig Peliquin. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing here at Glissandra, and my special guest today is Diana Kerekes. She is a Master Certified Life, Business, and Success Coach, and we met through social media about just over 5 months ago. We met on LinkedIn. And maybe, Diana, why don't we just start with how we met? And, we connected on LinkedIn. You weren't interested in getting involved in a business, were you?
No, I wasn't. I was done with health and wellness. And that's kind of funny coming from an RN with 31 years experience. It's like, I'm tired of it. But I was amazed and I was intrigued at what you were telling me. I mean, we were sharing. We were just sharing information. There was no pitching of any sort whatsoever. You were just telling me, what you did, what I did. And it was a great feeling because we were developing a friendship. And that's really what it's all about. You just said, well, I just want to introduce you to a couple of products, but do your due diligence, check it out, go to PubMed, and you gave me links to check out. You didn't pitch me with the, Glissandra website. You said, just check this out and let me know what you think. That was it. And within hours, I was back at you like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Because everything I was reading as a nurse, I was really amazed. You hear all these things that help with your health, but when you actually have scientific background and basis, this is something to really be, it's special and it's really important to follow up. And I just couldn't believe it. And then you said, try the products. And I said, you know what? That's really the best thing is to try it. And that's exactly what I did.
Now, on that note, maybe we should just give everybody a little bit of a background as to your story, what you shared with me, because it's important to know what situation that you were going through in your life at the time, and how important it is to learn about people and put people first. And when you get a chance to meet Peter and Jean Chung, our owners and founders, you'll understand they've always put people first. And truly people before profits, and we carry on with that today. So maybe you can share with people what was going on in your life over the past couple of years and why I wanted to share the GSF supplement with you.
Well, what happened was in 2012, I was kind of minding my own business, woke up one day and felt that, I had a lump in my breast, and it turned out to be breast cancer. And I had 4 surgeries, thinking that would take it away, but it really didn't. I did the radiation like they told me to do. And then 2 years later, I get the startling news that it came back with a vengeance, and it brought another type of cancer. And then then it went into the lung. And then I had to do radiation again, which was called cyberknifing. And then after that, I had to do chemo. Because since it traveled to all of the lobes in my lung, that's considered a stage 4, and they give you chemo for that. So when you and I met, I was doing the chemo.
Right. You had just started the chemo. You'd already been doing it for a little while. Where were you in that process?
About 2 months. 2 months. And I was feeling horrible from it, exhausted. That was one of the things, and just the food tasted horrible. I just didn't want to eat, and it was kind of a shock, to hear that kind of a diagnosis. So when I was looking up what GSF did, again, this is my testimonial. This is what's happening with me. There's no medical claims whatsoever. I had to give it a shot. I had to say, hey, let me try this out, and I'm happy I did, because after taking it, I started getting my energy back. I started tasting food. People were looking at me like saying, you're not sick. Are you sure you're going through chemo? And I'm like, yes, I am. And they couldn't believe it because I didn't have the classical signs of what people go through when they have chemo. I was pretty good. I was doing things. You would see me online. I was online at 12 at night with the energy, and I was just feeling really good. And, when you're going through that, it's devastating to begin with, but also when you're feeling the ill effects from it, it's horrible. It really is. But I was feeling good.
And that's great. So we sent you out a couple of bottles of GSF to try, and try it, see if you like it. And to give people that are listening an idea of what GSF is, as Diana said, GSF is not a drug. We're not here to make any medical claims. GSF is a herbal supplement that has been 24 years in the making. Our partners at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology have been researching with Professor Robert Coe the Schisandra berry and two other key ingredients in our supplement that help the body access clean energy and reduce recovery time. And it's all about energy. And that's when I heard your story, Diana, I wanted to show you what we had, because I knew what chemotherapy would be doing to you, to zap you of your energy, zap you of your strength. And if I could give you something that could help increase your body's energy sources and get access to it easier, it might just help you feel better while you were going through it. Now, maybe you can go on and tell some of the things that you felt and how it worked for you. I mean, you noticed the difference, within a few days of using the products, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And that's what was amazing, because I wasn't taking anything else. I wanted to do a really good test of the product. So I made sure that was the only thing I was taking. And it was like, wait a minute, I don't have to take 4 to 5 naps a day. That's what I was doing. I would go to chemo, come back, go to bed. It was constant. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not taking all those naps. What's going on? I was able to stay up at night. I just had that energy, and I can't explain it. I just felt like I was alive again. I was feeling like the energy was sucked from me with the chemo, but it was like the GSF was working. I could feel it working inside of me. And I even tested it. What I did was, it was recommended that I take 6 pills. So what I did was I said, just for the test, let me go down to 2. I did not feel good with the 2. And I was even reporting back to you, because I said, I'm going to do a diary, let you know what's going on. The 2, I definitely wasn't feeling good. With the 6, yes, I was feeling good. And that's what I'm on right now. And I just feel like you see me. Last night we were doing a blab. It was like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, we're up to go. Let's do a couple of more hours. We're good. It's totally different. And even my pictures, everything, you could see how sick I was in July compared to now.
Right.
That I have pink skin compared to that yellowy.
And I think I can even bring that up behind me, because we have, and I can do that for the viewers. And I don't know, I'm going to have to move out of the side. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Now, don't think it's going to work too well showing your befores and afters on my screen here. So since we can't seem to see them very well, I was hoping we'd be able to see it a little bit better. But the best thing you can do is go to Diana's Facebook page or direct message her as well. You can do that, and you would be able to see her before and after photos, because they're quite amazing. Because not only have you been using our supplement, you've been using our skincare line. And so maybe you can explain what they couldn't see behind, what happened in 5 months, and your shock, because I don't even think you realized until you put the pictures side by side the difference. And many of our members tell us that they don't notice the difference until they actually use their before and after photos.
That's true. I didn't know. I mean, I looked at it, I said, my God, I was sick. I mean, as a nurse, again, doing the comparison, I just couldn't believe the difference in the pictures. When I started with the serum, because I started it at the same time with the GSF, I put it on the first time. I'm like, ooh, I like the way this feels, and even now I have no foundation on. I stopped using foundation because, it was feeling heavy on my skin. So now when I use the GSF, this serum, and I came out of the bathroom, and my husband, he looked at me, he goes, and he says, what did you do to your face? And I go, nothing. He goes, no, you look different. He goes, you look good. And by him saying that, every girl wants their husband to notice them. I was like, yes, this is it. This is the stuff. Because he saw how I was, prior. And I used it every day faithfully. I used the eye cream, I used the face cream, and the serum. And I saw the difference. My skin feels like a baby skin. Going like this, it's like, and the other girls could attest to it too. When you're touching your face, it's all nice and even and smooth. And it also helps with the wrinkles. I had wrinkles in the befores. You could see the wrinkles here. There isn't any. I had wrinkles here, there isn't any. And then I had major wrinkles here, which there isn't any.
Well, and even as a guy that's never used really skincare before, when I got involved with Sandra, obviously I started using the products. I've been using them for a couple of years. Go onto my Facebook or onto my LinkedIn profile, and I put my before and afters up. And I didn't realize the difference until I put them side by side. And many people have done that. And I see talking about the fact that you don't wear foundation. I don't have to wear it either. So I mean, it's just fantastic.
That's a good thing.
That is. So, if you were to go, with your medical background and stuff like that, can you maybe, tell us from with your training in that, because I mean, I haven't gone through chemo myself, but we all know people that are going through issues. You didn't just have to fight that; you also had fibromyalgia, I do believe. Is that not that's not correct?
Yeah, I did have fibro. I was diagnosed with that. And that was in making it even worse with the chemo, because I was already, when you have fibro, your body's already, challenged. And then with the chemo, it made it worse. I mean, I was walking like a little old lady. I could not, like I said, I was napping 4 to 5 times a day. It was like every time I had to go lie down. I had to go lie down. And what quality of life is that? That to me wasn't quality of life. And the fact of getting, I had 3 episodes with chemo that I got sick, violently sick, okay? That is unheard of. The doctors were like, oh, we got to give you the anti-nausea medication. You got to have all this. And it was like, aren't you getting sick? No. Until, like I said, 3 episodes, and I realized it was processed foods. But there was 3 particular processed foods that I had that my body said no. That's how I knew with the GSF that it was helping my body get also rid of toxins, because it was like it wasn't going to have it. And I noticed, like, when I eat much better now, I just feel so much better. It really does help with the toxicity. Again, you got to look at my pictures, and I'm not just saying that, because I'm telling you, if you look at my pictures, you would say, oh my God, that woman was sick compared to what I look like now. And you could see it was toxins in my body that was just making me yellowy, and it was horrible. I mean, as a nurse looking at that, I would know that that person was ill. I didn't know that was me.
Yeah,
That's the scary.
and people don't realize that when your inside isn't working really well, that also will cause spots, and they call them liver spots or age spots. It can cause discoloration on the skin, and you had that.
Yeah.
And now, unbelievable difference in 5 months of using the products. Difference there. I saw the same thing with my crow's feet and I had deep wrinkles on my forehead. I don't mind telling people how old I am. I'm 46. It's great to be able to use a product that allows me to look younger than I am. Most of we call them gliss girls and gliss guys. You can't tell their age. We've had when we have conventions of people coming together, we've got the youngest group of people, and we're all baby boomers. Well, I'm not quite. I guess I'm a Gen X.
I am. I'm 52.
And
nobody knows that.
And I know that we've got many ladies that are in their 50s and 60s that are part of our company, and we can't tell how old they are, and that is a great thing. Now, one of the other things that happened to you, Diana, that we haven't talked about, which normally can't happen during chemotherapy, started happening to you. Maybe you can explain to our listeners what that is and how exciting that would be to, especially a woman going through chemo.
Yes, I was shocked because prior to me meeting Craig, my hair was falling out. It was coming out like in clumps coming out. And I says, you know what? I'm just going to shave it because the chemo's not going to let me grow my hair back. There's no way, I'm just going to be bald. I'm going to be Sinead O'Connor for the rest of my life kind of thing, the way they were telling me. So I said, it is what it is. And yes, I am wearing a wig. But I was looking at my hair, and even after I cut it, it started to grow. Even on chemo, my hair was growing. Normally you stay bald, but no, I was growing hair. I even have a couple pictures of my hair, and it's just amazing. And it has a, you can actually feel like the wave in my hair and the different colors. It's coming back, in a dark brown. that really is my natural color. But the fact that I'm growing hair, that's the thing that blew my mind, because you've seen people on TV, you've seen people, if you have anybody who's been dealing with cancer, you see that they're bald, that they don't grow hair. And here I was growing hair back, and my hair is growing back beautifully. So I don't think I'll be wearing this wig for much longer, to be honest.
And that's just got to be, for self-confidence purposes, and that it's got to be amazing. You've also got, because you were going through chemo, and we don't have any before and afters of it, and I know that you've been taking pictures of it. Maybe you can explain, how that works, and you've got the port site and what you've been doing and helping that heal quickly, because I think that would be, something that people should hear.
Definitely, and it deals with any scar, because with a port, which I have it here, okay, if you could see it, they have two spots. You have the one that they insert by the neck, and then they have the actual where the port went. I was treating it with the serum, putting on it until I got the port. Finally, the port, it was so painful and red. I said, I can't take this anymore. And they took the port out. So what I've been doing is every day putting on the serum, and you may not see it here, but it has faded. It was a bright cherry red. It's faded to where it's now pink. The actual site where the scar is, that's fading as well. So I know people who have scars, they're gonna, this is something that you definitely want to put on it. It's a process, but it's gonna take time. I will be going I had mastectomies done, okay? I won't be showing those pictures, okay? But I'm gonna be having implants put in. I'm gonna be using on that, and with discretion. If I'm able to show pictures, the before and afters, I will. So that this way you see how beautiful this, it actually fades the scar. It makes the skin, again, healthy. And you need that whenever you have trauma to an area, to a scar, or to a wound, you want to put on it, especially a closed wound. This way it helps with the healing process. Again, no medical claims. I'm just saying what happened to me.
Great, and we hear this from many. I have a friend of mine, Dennis, that went through open heart surgery. As soon as he was able to start putting the serum on his scars, it was just over about 1.5 years ago. I think now he had his surgery, and the scars diminished really quickly. I've got a large scar on my arm that I got when I was like 5 years old, when I ran through a screen door, the plate glass, and went right through it, and that scar just grew with my arm. As I grew up, I've had it forever. I have bad keloid scarring. Putting the serum on that over the past couple of years, it's now soft, and a lot of it has disappeared. So we hear that over and over again. So if you've got pock marks, acne damage, rosacea, eczema, any kind of skin issue, our serum is going to help in the appearance and just make it look better. And that's the advantage of our product. So when I tell people to take a look at the science, it all goes back, and you can see behind me the little red berry. It's called the Schisandra berry. And the Schisandra berry, the literal translation from Chinese to English is 5 flavored fruit. Because when you eat the berry, it's bitter, sweet, pungent, sour, and salty all at the same time. Now, fortunately, we've been able to encapsulate it so that you don't have to taste the product. Although I always do encourage people to have some fun. Crack open the capsule and throw it into their mouth. Just yesterday, I felt a little bit of a sore throat coming on because I was doing a lot of talking over the weekend. So the first thing in the morning, I just opened up a capsule, let it fall into the back of my throat, and let it dissolve. And with a couple of hours, the sore throat was gone. I also, before I go to bed at night, will open one up and rinse it around in my mouth, and you'll wake up with fresh breath, which is really kind of nice. Also helps if you've got issues with your gums. I know that I see Vivienne on. She was the first one that showed us some stuff about having. She had a toothache when she first got involved in Glissandra, and we didn't have GSF back then. She took the serum, put it on her finger, and rubbed it onto her tooth, and the next day the toothache was gone. So that's when I realized, wow, what can we do with a product that is so powerful? That really works, and it's about the science behind our product. We have the patent on our product, and it's called Glissandrin, and we have the worldwide marketing rights to it. Nobody else has it, And the difference between our product and other products on the market is our product is going after what is deemed to be the root cause of aging. And the root cause of aging has now been deemed by scientists to be mitochondrial decay. And mitochondrial decay, I had to look that up. I didn't remember my biology 12 classes. You know, that was a few decades ago. And when I looked it up on the internet, the International Academy of Cosmetic Dermatology issued a directive back in 2010 that the mitochondria should be the new focus for anti-aging skincare companies. Well, we were already light years ahead, and we're still the only company that I know of that has a product that targets mitochondrial decay by targeting our body's own internal antioxidant system, which is called glutathione. And that's why when we were talking 5 months ago, Diana, and I said to you, look, I don't know if this is going to help you, but I know that it helps your body's internal antioxidant system recycle itself and work more effectively, because our bodies were designed to self-heal. And when we're young, when we're in our teens and 20s, our body's glutathione, the master antioxidant in our body, works at peak efficiency. And it's able to stop free radical damage, which is caused when energy is produced in our cells. The byproduct of producing energy are oxidants or free radicals. But our body's internal system is able to eradicate them before they do damage, which is why we don't age. And then as we get older, our body's level of glutathione, it decreases. And so then the production of free radicals increases. It's like a teeter-totter effect. So what do? We supplement our lower levels of glutathione with antioxidants. And there's many great companies with great products out there that have fantastic antioxidants. You know, there's vitamin C, vitamin E, tocopherol, coenzyme Q10, green tea, aloe vera. The list goes on and on. But they only work at a ratio of 1 to 1. One antioxidant to one free radical. So you can't win the battle. You can't win the war. Our body's internal antioxidant system, the master antioxidant glutathione, works at a ratio of 1 to 1,000,000. So that way, if you can get that working effectively again, you can effectively slow down the aging process. And that works with the skin, the largest organ of the human body, as well as our inside organs. And I'm glad that we had a chance to be able to share GSF with you. Is there anything else that you would share with somebody that's brand new, taking a look at GSF or Glisandra for the first time, why you eventually got excited about not just the products, but actually making it into a business?
Well, I'll tell you something. I tell people try it, you know, because I was the naysayer. I really was. You saw, you were telling me, you know, I was saying, nope, don't want it. Nope, not interested. And it was a health issue. Don't make it be a health issue for you to look at products. You know, there's so many people out there that can benefit from this that you may know, or that you still haven't been introduced to yet. But I tell people, try it. Before you say no to something, know what you're saying no to first. And I'm happy that you introduced it to me, because I'm scared to even think of what would have happened if I wasn't taking GSF. I mean, seriously, like I said, I can't stress enough that picture. That was a wake-up call. That scared the hell out of me. And like I said, I took the picture, didn't even realize. I said, let me take it, because I know most important, it's you know, pictures tell the truth. You can't lie. And I just was shocked. And like I said, I didn't know how sick I was. So people looking into this, number one, nobody knows about it. This is the best kept Chinese secret, let me tell you. You know, I I was amazed. I'd never heard of Glisandra before. I never heard of GSF. I didn't know any of that. And I'm just happy that you came into my life, as well as the other angels. And I'm serious. You guys are all angels. You know, a company that really cares. I mean, Peter and Jean are phenomenal. You know, they were concerned, get it out to her, make sure she tries it, you know, see what her thoughts are, you know, and they got on the phone with me. We did calls. and they were genuinely concerned. It wasn't about, oh, let's sell this product. No, it was about the person. That to me is imperative when you're looking into a home-based business. You want to know the company, you want to know the product, you want to know the leadership, and that is really key. And here we have it all. We have an outstanding product, we have outstanding leadership, we have outstanding company with a wonderful track record. I mean, you can't beat it. And like I said, know what you're saying no to. Try it. There's a money back guarantee. Try it. You don't know until you try it. And like I said, it changed my life. There's a big difference. And now I'm on a mission to tell people as quickly and as fast as possible to let them know exactly. That's why I'm doing this today. It's not to, not to sell, GSF, not to sell the serum. No, it's to tell people, hey, this has changed my life and it can change yours. If not physically, financially, but it can change your life. And you owe it to yourself to test it out. You really do.
Well, thank you very much. And for those of you that want to take a look at it, go to our website. I have the website right behind me. And when you get to the bottom of the website, there is a short little video that you can watch right on our homepage at glissandra.com. And I'll get Kathy to type that in so everybody's got it written out. So that's glissandra.com. Check it out. Watch the video. In 15 minutes, you'll know what it's all about. And then reach out to people that are on this call. Diana's a real person. That's the great thing about Blab. You can go connect with her on Twitter. Go check out her Facebook page. Go look at her before and after photos. And, if you want to get a hold of me, you can also, give me a shout. We can talk more. I appreciate you taking some time out of your afternoon schedule to share your story with us, Diana. It's fabulous. Everybody, thank you all for joining us, and have yourselves a wonderful afternoon and get your gliss on. Thanks, Diana.
You're welcome. Thank you.